When I was 18, I thought I was not going to make it to 30 the way I was going. So to be where I'm at 30, I'm pretty proud of it and happy with where I am. I was heading on a flight down to Florida with my parents, and the seatbelt didn't fit, and I barely fit in the seat, and everybody was looking at me as the flight attendants came up and like had to give me a seat extender, and I kind of just wanted to sink in my seat, and I didn't fit. So like I was super embarrassed about that. So that was the first moment. And then the second moment was like a few weeks later when I got back. We went on a class trip to Canada's Wonderland, and I got kicked off of Drop Zone, and it was brand new then, and I really wanted to take a ride on it, but I didn't fit in the seat, and all my classmates were kind of just staring at me and didn't know what to do. And it wasn't until those two moments that I kind of knew that I needed to do something, but it still took me a little while, but it gave me the push that I needed to start changing my life, because I did have some health issues with where I was at with my weight. And so those were the two moments that I look back and am thankful for now. After those two incidents, I think it took like 2 years before I actually got into the gym, but I sat on it, and then I finally got the courage to go in there, and I started losing weight pretty quickly right away. And I went on a grad trip because I knew I was going on that trip. That's when I started to lose weight, and I wanted to fit in that seat. And the first night I got down there, I woke up, my foot was numb, and I was like, what happened last night? What did I do? Like, did I step on anything? And so I got home, and it turned out there was a cyst in my ankle, and they had to cut open my ankle, go behind the nerves and tendons and remove it, and I was in bed for 2 months. And so I gained back most of the weight that I had lost to start, and this was 10 years ago. And so once I got out of bed, I started at it again, and I eventually lost that weight again. I lost about 100 pounds. And it was like a 1-year process to get that far, and then all of a sudden I hit a plateau for like 2 years and didn't lose any weight. And I kept working. There was times that I wanted to give up, but I kind of developed a habit of just going to the gym and just enjoying the new lifestyle. And so after 2 years, I had met my ex-girlfriend, and she was running a half marathon. So I was like, I'll join you. And I started, and I couldn't even run 100 meters. So I stuck with it, and all of a sudden I just saw the weight start shredding off, and I eventually got down to my goal weight at the time, which was 200. And I wasn't happy with the way I looked then, because I thought I should look like what covers look like after losing that amount of weight. But eventually I worked on my mental side of that to enjoy the journey and to get to where I was. And ever since then I've kind of stayed around the same weight, and just that's how I got into running, and that's how I got to where I am today. So it's been, I think, an 8 to 10 year process, but one I'm pretty thankful of.
I like to think of right there with Rowan Atkinson. Humor.
He wasn't available for the
I'm just confused why you look so small in that one picture.
I'm telling you, it's just...
Oh, perspective.
I don't think I would be where I am today without that group. Without Runner's Life, I was kind of going backwards in my training. I really had no idea what I was doing. So to be able to go there and learn from Dave, who's our coach, and then learn from others that are within the group. And it doesn't even have to be learning about running, just learning about life from them and kind of growing with them, going through hard times running, going through bad times or good times running. It's definitely pushed me to become a better human and just a better runner, and I'm very thankful for that. And without that community, who knows where I would be right now. I became comfortable with it, and then I started sharing, and the community just kind of grew from there, and met so many great people online, and it's been so rewarding to know that I've also helped people to get past their like plateaus and motivate them to start, and it's really cool. And I always say, like, whether I help one person and that person's myself or 100, then it's worth it to share. So I share my good times and my bad times and just kind of go with it from there, and it's kind of just taken off. And this year I was approached by Saucony, which is one of the biggest running companies in the world, and I still remember it was January 10th. I was sitting on the beach down in Dominican, and I was checking my emails, and I saw an email from the marketing manager. She said that she had been following me for the last 2 years, I think, and she enjoyed my story and wanted me to join the Saucony crew for ambassadors, and it's been a pretty cool experience. I think I have shoes show up in my house every single week. I need to find spots for them now, but it's pretty cool, and I was really looking forward to being on with them for the first year, because we were supposed to go to different races, but unfortunately with COVID that didn't happen. But hopefully next year will be a bit better, and I can meet some people that I know from Instagram and go into different races.